As we all know, humans and some other species such as chimpanzees, gorillas, and baboons all shared some common ancestry. We are taught how humans have evolved to have larger brains and other advantageous shared derived characteristics, which can include physical structures, genetic sequence, and behavioral traits in order to survive better in the world we live in. Despite this understanding of how humans have gotten this far, it is commonly thought that evolution always takes thousands of years and thus we cannot observe it in action in humans today. With modern technology, researchers can actually track the population level genetic shifts that shows the occurrence of evolution. As I previously mentioned, a person's traits or characteristics are represented in their genes. Well, what are genes? Genes are sequences of DNA, or instructions for the person's cells to follow. Each person carries two genes, one inherited from each parent. Each version of the same gene is called an allele. It is these alleles that determine whether or not a person has a specific gene. An example of this is hair color. The allele for non-red hair is dominant to the recessive allele of red hair. What this means is that in order for a person to have red hair, both of their inherited alleles must be that of red hair. Otherwise, the dominant non-red hair allele will be expressed. So how does this relate back to evolution? Using this new knowledge, we can now redefine evolution as the change in allele frequency over time, or the occurrence of a particular allele in a population. Scientists have been able to use this definition along with modern technology to observe evolution in action. One research team in the UK looked at 2,000 genomes that were collected in the sequencing project UK10K. They calculated a singleton density score for the allele they were looking at, representing the density of nearby single new mutations. The more a specific allele is selected for, the less time it takes for the allele or trait to spread through a population. The researchers realized that this means that if an allele spread quickly throughout a population, there would be less time for singletons to accumulate near it. Through the UK10K, they observed that alleles associated with lactose tolerance, or the ability to process lactose in milk, had relatively few singletons near it. This indicates that they therefore have recently seen a large increase in frequency, thus, by our new definition, indicating a contemporary example of evolution. To learn more about what humans could continue to evolve into in the future, check out the future page of this site, or continue learning about more fundamental concepts of biology by clicking on the animal behavior link below.